Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, depending on what time you're watching this. It is April 10th, Monday, 2023. It is 7:26 in the morning. Okay, this is part 11, Nicholas Sparks, True Believer. I'd have to say Nate's right, Alvin added with a wink. I mean, how else could you be more popular than me with the ladies, despite having zero personality? For years, Alvin and Jeremy had frequented bars together, trolling for dates. Jeremy laughed. Alvin Bernstein, whose name conjured up a clean-cut, bespectacled accountant, one of the countless professionals who wore Florsheim shoes and carried a briefcase to work, didn't look like an Alvin Bernstein. As a teenager, he'd seen Eddie Murphy in Delirious and had decided to make the full leather style his own, a wardrobe that horrified his Flourisham wearing, briefcase carrying father Melvin. Fortunately, leather seemed to go well with his tattoos. Alvin considered tattoos to be a reflection of his unique aesthetic, and he was uniquely aesthetic on both his arms, right up to his shoulder blades, all of which complemented Alvin's multiply pierced ears. So, are you still planning to trip down south to investigate the ghost story? Nate pressed. Jeremy could fairly see the wheels clicking and clacking away in his brain. After your interview with People, I mean, Jeremy brushed his dark hair out of his eyes and signaled the bartender for another beer. Yeah, I guess so. Prime time or no prime time, I still have bills to pay, and I was thinking I could use this for my column. But you'll be in contact, right? Not like when you went undercover with the righteous and holy. He was referring to a 6,000 word piece Jeremy had done for Vanity Fair about a religious cult in that instance. Jeremy had essentially severed all communication for a period of 3 months. I'll be in contact, Jeremy said. This story isn't like that. I should be out of there in less than a week. Mysterious lights in the cemetery. No big deal. Hey, you need a cameraman by any chance? Alvin piped in. Jeremy looked over at him. Why, do you want to go? Hell yeah. Head south for the winter. Maybe meet me a nice southern belle while you pick up the tab. I hear the woman I hear the women down there will drive you crazy, but in a good way. It'll be like an exotic vacation. Aren't you supposed to be shooting something for Law and Order next week? As strange as Alvin looked, his reputation was impeccable, and his services were usually in high demand. Yeah, but I'll be clear toward the end of the week, Alvin said. And look, if you're serious about the television thing, like says you should be, it might be important to get some decent footage of these mysterious lights. That's assuming there are even any lights to film. You do you do the advanced work and let me know. I'll keep my calendar open. Even if there are lights, it's a small story, Jeremy warned. No one in television will be interested in it. Not last month, maybe, Alvin said, but after seeing you tonight, they'll be interested. You know how it is in television. All those producers chasing their own tails, trying to find the next big thing. If GMA is suddenly hot to trot, then you know that Today's Show will be calling soon, and Dateline will be knocking at the door. No producer wants to be left out. That's how they got fired. Or that's how they get fired. The last thing they want to do is to have to explain to the executives why they missed the boat. Believe me, I work in television. I know these people. He's right, Nate said, interrupting them. You never know what'll happen next, and it might be a good idea to plan ahead. You had definite presence tonight. Don't kid yourself. If you can get some actual footage of the lights, it might be just the thing that GMA or Primetime needs to make their decision. Jeremy squinted at the agent. You serious about this? It's a nothing story. The reason I decided to do it at all was because I need a break after Clausen. That story took 4 months of my life, and look what it got you. Nate said, putting a hand on Jeremy's shoulder. This may be a fluff piece, but with sensational footage and a good backstory, who knows what television will think. Okay, that's all for Part 11, Chapter 1, Nicholas Sparks. Thank you for watching.